the power of service.
Welcome back to our 2022 Year in Review show. David Harris and I inside the Unidome, and we've talked about a lot of the successes you've had. The world is changing around us. College athletics, and that landscape is NIL, transfer portal, and your staff, your coaches, looking at how to evolve and change with that in this industry.
Certainly, it's a big time for change for everyone, and certainly we're no exception to that. And so we have to pay attention to all the different moving pieces that are involved with college athletics right now. And our viewpoint on all of this is that when you see these changes and when you see what's happening, we have to understand that that's not going away. It's, for as much as some people might like to wish it away, it's not going away. It's a part of being in college athletics now. And in some respects, it can have some positive outcomes for student athletes, for departments, and for sports programs. And so for us, it's most important that we understand what our place is in these situations. For instance, if you look at name, image, and likeness, everyone is talking about that now. That is certainly an area that we want our student athletes to be able to take advantage of. We want them to be able to have platforms where they can explore those opportunities. We want them to have education so they understand how to do it. We want them to have the representation so that their rights can be protected. At the same time, we also understand that we have some financial commitments and goals to our entire department that we have to put first and foremost in our mind's eye. And so for us, how can we find a way to do NIL where it's not taking away from the core of what we knew to do as a department? If we can find a way to balance those things, then I think we're in a position where we need to be. And then you look at the transfer portal, which is the other question that we tend to get quite a bit. And just understanding that movement of student athletes from school to school is now a part of the reality of college athletics. So the only thing you can really invest in is to make sure that your student athletes at your university have the very best experience possible, that you're choosing your university and not just what's happening at a specific period of time, that they have a big picture view of what they're getting when they come to the University of Northern Iowa, and that we treat them well, we treat them with respect at all times, and that's something that our coaches do a great job with. So we're certainly going to lose players from time to time to the portal. We're going to get student athletes out of the transfer portal. That's something that's just going to continue to happen. But for us, we're always going to concentrate on what are we doing to enhance the life of our student athletes, and we believe with that, we'll continue to have success.
Well, I know it takes leadership, and we appreciate what you're doing as we go through those evolving times. We'll be back with final thoughts with David Harris, but first, here's a story on